I get over yours. Well, I got to think, since this is a good motherboard in this server computer, this old server, I got to dig out my storage and whack the Xeon back in it. Now I think this Xeon in particular will do gaming quite well with a decent GPU. Some Xeons didn't, some of the later ones did. I can't remember which series in particular of Xeon CPU it was, but I have to get it out of storage and Google the part number, and if it's got the right part number on it, or the right version, it'd be it'd be a good, actually, pretty much, it's actually a Xeon is a Core i7 without the graphic, or any, without GPU. It's basically an i7 without a GPU, so I'll pull the Core 2 Duo out of here, and put the other one back in it, and put that CPU cooler in here, and put this board inside this case. This board will fit that case, which is good. So yeah, it's not a micro HX only case, so it's a bonus. I'm going to make a nice retro-ish PC out of it. This board here just runs too bloody hot. The Pentium 4, and that's too much of a space heater. End up burning the motherboard out in that case. It's better off in this case, because this case has got a lot of airflow. This one has pretty much next to no airflow, which is not good for a Pentium 4. It gets stupidly hot, so yeah, this isn't going to last long in a case like this. It just gets too bloody hot. It's too much of a space heater. So this board will go in here. This has got plenty of airflow for that motherboard. This is a good winter time 2005. This is my old vintage-ish computer. So these guts going to go in there. That motherboard's going to go in there. That for a fact does run Windows 10 quite well. So 2 gigabytes of DDR2, which I might have a good search on eBay, and yeah, because the local PC shops, they're just generic brands. I can find I still get good, relatively good quality DDR2 RAM. You can still get on eBay quite well. So I'll fill that completely up with some the highest speed possible this board can support of DDR2. Put the Xeon back in it. Put the sound card and the GPU in there on that board. He's pretty, yeah. Rip those USB, might rip those USB ports out, but USB 3 upgrade PCI cards are cheap enough on eBay. It's a 550 watt power supply too, which this is the one I rebuilt. And after the wrong one, it came up quite well. Yeah, I forgot, I thought it was a 450, but it's a 550, which is okay, because that'll run the GPU and everything quite well. I've got some paint too, which closely resembles this beige colour. I'll pour this out, give it a rough up and beige paint it. Don't know about that though, because I've actually swapped this one out of my sister's computer, the Asus computer. This is the original one out of the Asus PC I gave my sister. Working, I had it, but when she had it, yeah, it just stopped bloody working all of a sudden. So I got the one out of here, the Lydon one. Next it's got that one. That's a better drive than this one. It's the same brand actually, Lydon. Taiwan, made in China. This was a Toshiba Samsung Storage Technologies drive. One that was in there was a light squad, which is similar to that, which is actually made by LG Hitachi drive. So yeah, it's got a much better drive in there. Yeah, I got a spare Windows 10 copy, as I said. Everything but a product key, but we'll see what we can do. I'll run the Windows 10 on here and get it set up inside that case. It'll be a pretty nice kick-ass PC in disguise. Because this server motherboard has the potential to be a pretty damn good computer, even in 2016, even though it's from 2007. The Xeon's still a pretty damn good CPU. It's still the one that came out of this. I still got rated very, very, very well. The second best, I think it was, on the benchmark tests I did on that with the program I had. So this will be a very good motherboard for years to come yet. It's no use sitting there letting that not get used. When I get a chance, I'll do a motherboard swap out. It's got the right connector. I think this power supply does it. Might hang on a minute. I think it does. I have to do some checks. That connector on that power supply. It's got. I think it has 2 of these little connectors to power the motherboard. Yeah, it does. It has 2, so I can power a dual core. That's a dual core capable ATX power supply, so that will fit straight in there. I'm right. and it has Molex. I'm gonna have to borrow that, so it's got that to go in there. Perfect. I got everything I need. No adapters needed. Everything's just ready to go. Beautiful. Now we'll go right to the bottom. I can utilise all those ports. Oh yeah, this would be a good project. Now I think it's in here. I have to Google the book to this motherboard. I think it has it would support a reset switch. Oh no. Let's see. Doesn't say what one does what. It's not like that. Custom where you just plug everything in bit by bit. It's got this, being a server, everything just pre-made. Ah, I bet those bloody pins. That's not that's an easy fix. There we go. Dead simple fix. I have to Google this pin out here for this motherboard and find which one's a reset switch. That's the only thing you don't get in servers is a reset button. The design will be on and stay on. Pretty much. So this is pretty much an enterprise class board. If I can find some non-EE or enterprise class RAM, DDR2, cheap enough, I'll even put enterprise class RAM in here. Enterprise class everything, even a good SSD, which is they've come down a lot now. I could put a good enterprise class drive in here. Yeah, it'll still be a pretty damn good machine. Lucky I saved this from being thrown out. Yeah. The vintage computer nuts. They got a good. It's actually a good point. A good on a good thing. Many old computers are still pretty good kick-ass from this era anyway. Especially with enterprise class bloody gear in it. Still make it pretty good for home consumer use. It does support a power GPU too, as I've verified in the past. I don't think that'll run for the GTX 1800 GT, but we'll find out. With some tweaks and some patches and stuff we can download for the lower class PCs, we'll see what we can do. The benchmarks of the 8800 GTs are actually benchmarked better than the 9600 GT, which I got on my Windows 10 PC. Which yeah, runs most games but won't run Fallout 4 even with the lowest settings. My GTX 260 from 2009 only just runs Fallout 4 with its lowest settings, but I've had to download some patches to make it compatible for that earlier version of that graphics card, because that GPU, that certain DirectX version is not compatible with that card, but I've had to download a patch and an emulator thing for it to actually get Fallout 4 to run on that. But yeah, this would be a good project in my spare time when I get a chance. Anyway, it's enough waffling. Thanks for watching.